Hey there, friends. This is for Krista, basically Krista Clark. In this video right here, Gerald Clark is talking about 8 or 9 years ago, talking about how evil and how dastardly Petro Poroshenko was at the time for bombing his own people in Ukraine, the eastern part of Ukraine, and how Petro Poroshenko made a deal with the devil or demonic forces to achieve power and achieve status. And this is something that many people have done throughout the history of the world, as indicated by Thoth, the Atlantean. And Gerald talks about it in this video. Now, this video I found many years ago. And when the Ukraine war kicked off in earnest, when Russia was forced to start their special military operation in Ukraine, back almost, about 2 years ago, this coming February, at that time, it became very well known in the world, maybe a little bit more well known in the world, that the situation in Ukraine has been going on for a long time. Now, this is a video that Gerald made some 8+ years ago, and Gerald's talking about it. The Minsk Accords, something most Americans have no idea about. So these Minsk Accords were proven to be a lie, meaning the West, our own collective West, all the countries that were signatories to that Minsk Accords, were lying to the Russians. They just were allowing Ukraine to bide their time, build their army up, become better equipped, better trained, making it a NATO standard army. So they lied to Putin, lied to him. The worst kind. Wars are fought. Wars are millions of people have died for stuff like this, and it might even still happen. So, but here's Gerald Clark, and I have it queued up right to about the right time. Gerald Clark talking about this stuff, and I told Krista, his widow, I said, I'm going to try to find this clip, and I knew it would be just stumbling into it, and I just did stumble into it. So here it is.
I think you can see who the real being was. Instead of saying a word that unmasked their countenance, these glasses allowed you to see them.
Oh, wow. Well, this one, they were all...
So actually, I was goofing around, and I wasn't going to make much of this, but I was goofing around on the internet looking to see what this word was, because apparently, according to Thoth, they gave this word to mankind in order to use it to unmask the countenance of these sneaky forces that he said are going to come back. They come back. He said they thought they got rid of all of them, but some of them were hiding in places unknown to man in our plane. So they had gone interdimensional on them to get away. So, but he said they'll be back. And if you look, like I said, and I'm going to call one of them out right now.
Here it is.
Look at the president of Ukraine that has violated the Minsk agreement over and over again. You tell me he's not overtaken by some entity that is just full of darkness. And you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Poroshenko. Mm-hmm. The idea of staging massive military right now, firing again on the Donetsk airport, while they, for the second time, have signed a peace agreement, a truce in Minsk. He's the one doing it. Well, what kind of energy is in him that wants to further perpetuate that kind of destruction?
Yep, exactly.
Destruction that those innocent people have experienced. Okay, anyway, they're both at fault, but consistently, I've been watching him. This guy is full of darkness. Mm-hmm. Whoever he is that took over the land where the trident used to be on the flag,
Ukraine,
is truly smearing the noble character of the god Poseidon who ruled over Atlantis and had that symbol. Yep. What a smear!
Exactly.
Anyway, I'll get off that. Platform.
So there it is, folks. Proof right there that Gerald was way ahead of his time. Just telling the truth, preaching the truth, and the world is now slowly catching up, sadly, at a great cost. So I support Gerald. I was on board with him with that analysis when he rendered that analysis, even though at the time I did not know him. But I was on board with that, subscribing to the same beliefs and the same ideals and ideas that Gerald put forth just now in that clip. There it is. Have a good day.